how did we get to this point where we are in hip hop right now? Again, not trying to diss those janky legs and all the dances and all the down south businessmen. How did we get to the point where lyrical hip hop and the hip hop that we love from the 90s is like rare and scarce?
You know what? I think it's what was a lot of MCs that was, you know, what they was talking about coming into the 2000 era, like, you know, Ice, and you know what, more of the business came into the game instead of the essence of doing the album, like, you know, money and how much money you got and what you can do and how big you can floss, and I think that played a part in what was to be an MC instead of how we came out when you had to be lyrical and you had to put in work, you know, to get to that point. Now you had that, you know, you could be the man. You know what? I could blame the internet too. Yeah. Because you know what? You can have a hot song. You can have a hot song and then be the man. Like you could be somewhere from way out in the countryville somewhere, and if you got a hot song that popped off on the internet and it got 1 million hits, it'll be on the radio, and then you can be that man. And I think more the business side came into the game, which took out the essence of really thinking how to do an album and really putting in work and really, you know, letting people know what you feel on your album instead of just the money thing. That's what
man, I gotta ask you this. Do you blame radio at all? Keep it real, man. Do you blame radio at all?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You have to blame, but it's not. It's a bigger ball game than just radio. It's magazines. It's also the record labels, and it's also like the people at these video stations and stuff. It's like they are sort of. It's not. I wouldn't even call it censorship. That's not a good word I could use right now. But it's more or less like they're showing you what they want you to see. They're putting in the magazines what they want you to read. I mean, I just heard from somebody not too long ago. We were in the state, and they was more or less like, you know, they be out there fighting with PDs and people that work at the radio stations because they like, oh, them dudes is old. They ain't got no records on the radio and this, that, and the third. And it's like, we got to stop that right there because there ain't no age limit on music for one. And it's like if the Rolling Stones could still tour, why can't Meth&Red?